What's up, everybody? It's your boy Bosco. We're back after week 1. Woo-wee! It's the Stray J podcast. We've got Jake and Bake and Louis Potts. All right, what is up, guys? What is up, guys? We are back, week 1 in the books. How we feeling? How we doing?
I feel sad, but we'll get into that. I'm sure Louis feels
great. Not gonna lie,
yeah,
feel fucking great.
So Bosco, before we get started, I just want to let everybody know we're going to be a little bit more structured moving forward. We're going to try to at least be. Last week's guesses that you and I did our little predictions for each matchup. We're going to go through them, but we're not going to count them towards the season because Potts obviously was uninterested in the matchups and decided to sleep through it. So we're gonna we'll review it to just kind of show how it's gonna go, what we did right, and then we'll start counting our records from this week onward. So Potts can be included. And so basically, we're just gonna go review last week, see what go through the matchups if anything stood out, and then we're also gonna introduce this idea of matchup of the week. So because Potts and I had the closest matchup from the start in terms of projections, we're going to go head-to-head and kind of really go in-depth on that matchup. And we'll get Rob involved. He's waiting in the wings here. And then we'll identify, when we go through next week's matchups, kind of like me and Bosco did last week, we're going to identify the next matchup of the week. So the expectation would be for you guys or the listeners to be ready. And if you're in the matchup of the week, be prepared to come on the show next week so you can talk about your matchup after it's happened, what went well, what didn't go well, and then we're going to allow the winner of the matchup of the week to sound off on their next week opponent just for 30 seconds uninterrupted. So at the end of me and Rob and Potts kind of going through that matchup with some chiming in from Bosco, Potts is going to get 30 seconds uninterrupted and just sound off on whoever he's playing this week. So I think that'll be fun for everybody, kind of get a UFC fight night vibe kind of going. And then we'll just fool around for a little bit and that'll be an episode. So I think that's kind of how it's going to go week to week. We're obviously open to suggestions. If you like something, didn't like something, obviously sound off in the chat. Let us know how bad we are at this or how good Bosco is at making us look a lot better than we are. So I think we could probably get started with our week 1 review here. Bosco, who did better, me or you?
So you did better. You actually went 5 for 6. You got the me versus Jason. Again, like I said in our chat, I'm going to have to give a stern talking to my players for their abysmal performance. And,
Sorry
hey.
for the stray Bosco.
Yeah, fuck. I mean, hey, you know what? His players all showed up. You only had one person who put under 10 points, under 11 points, and that was Calvin Ridley. Everyone else is
Calvin
double
Ridley's
digits
ass.
for him.
Calvin Ridley, top 5 wide receiver in the NFL. Thoughts? Agree?
Oh, wait, what is this, Jason?
Yeah.
Hey, Mans did have 7 targets. Chicago defense just fucking showed out. I mean, they won the game because of their defense. They didn't have an offensive score, so.
I mean, I'm looking at that matchup now. I told you, if you ever have Lamar Jackson on your team, you're never going to win a fantasy football championship. I'm sorry, you're not going to.
I mean,
look at how you started. That's just
empirically false because I have him on my other Dynasty league, and I've won 3 years there. So I mean, it's a bad start. It's a bad start. I had some. You look at my first 4 players. I got Jackson, Pacheco, Cook, Brown. That's like a nice. Oh, look at that top 4 is real pretty. Which one is it? There we go.
Lamar had, 25 points this week?
Yeah, 25 points.
Jackson.
What are you talking about?
Poopy diaper, Lamar Jackson, poopy diaper. Guess what? He's already questionable with diarrhea. Lamar Jackson.
Just put you over one time and you hate him.
Yeah, this man's got. But as you scroll down, the rest of my team really shit the bed. I mean, DK Metcalf, fucking Deontay Johnson, Andrews, Odunze.
They're following Lamar's lead by shitting.
It will, as long as he gets it out of him and then gets back on the field like he did. But no, yeah, I've got some serious questions to address here with my squad. I got to figure something out because did not look good week 1.
If I were you, I'd be concerned about my Deontay Johnson, Mark Andrews and Tajay Spears grouping because none of them look like they're going to do shit all year.
No, I'm fine with Andrews. He's still like yeah. He just he never does good against the Chiefs. They totally locked him down. They pulled the Belichick remove your best player, and that was him, right? So I think better, and he's still recovering a bit. He was in a fucking car crash. Like better days ahead. I am very concerned about.
Crash? Was he really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So
I'm definitely better days ahead from Andrews, for sure.
I'm definitely concerned about Deontay Johnson and Odunze and Spears.
Bryce Young is awful.
Bryce Young's bad.
Wow.
But it was very
fucking bad.
Yeah, he's
terrible.
It's not good. Very promising for AD Mitchell. I'm definitely into where AD Mitchell could be going. I mean, it was two close misses with him and Richardson, wide open touchdowns. I mean, he's a good player. It's just going to take a little bit for him and Richardson to get on the same page, and then, I mean, he could definitely slot in. And I'm honestly thinking I'm probably going to end up going some more tight end in my flex because my tight ends were my best scorers on my bench.
Interesting. It's an interesting wrinkle that the tight end premium has.
So yeah, you got the Jason prediction right. You also guessed Aaron over Dan, which was a close one. That was a close one.
Where's that matchup? God, Dan's so bad. Dan's a loser. At Dan. This is at Dan. He's a loser.
Big at Dan.
Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray stinks.
Kyler Murray put up points in my other league. I don't know why he did so poor here. But, I mean, yeah, when you have Allen and Barkley, like, I mean, he has a 1.8 from Hopkins, but didn't matter. Ferguson got injured. Oh, he also had Conklin. I mean, Carr went off. Carr did crazy things. But, yeah, I mean, hey, it was a close matchup. I still stand. I think Dan could have had that in the bag. You know, Hubbard, McLaurin, those guys should see better days, hopefully. But good job, Aaron. Good job, you getting 5 of 6 correct. I mean, there were 2 gimmies.
The exception of fucking my own.
Yep, you should have just bet on Potts.
Why would I ever do that?
Should have just hedged. Emotional hedge.
My team overall better.
Debatable.
Well, why don't we get into? Well, actually, before we get into your guys' matchup, we could take a look over here.
Review or whatever.
Yeah, the sleeper review. I love that Sleeper does this. I think it's really cool.
It is so much fun
that we actually get to kind of like document it here too. I've always thought about like keeping a little Excel sheet myself, but this will be our visual audio Excel sheet.
Let's just give a round of applause.
For what am I clapping for?
Hold on, just clap. Start clapping, Potts.
Okay, fine. I'll buy it.
Congratulations, Matt, for being the most informed and worst fantasy manager of the week. Congratulations. Good job.
Yes.
Bro, he must have fucking gorilla gripped those dicks on his players. They did not enjoy his pre-game jerk.
Well, it's no Joey jerk. Joey is the best jerk, period. I don't know if you've ever experienced the Bosco, but I have. It's fantastic.
I'm going to have to hit up Joey.
The best.
Life change.
Yeah, it's honestly it's pretty shocking. So obviously we got you, best manager, setting the perfect lineup. You scored the maximum points.
Me and Rob.
You and Rob. Although from what you said, it seems like I haven't taken a look, but sounds like your bench just kind of didn't do anything.
No there was really no question on who we were starting.
Yeah, I do remember talking about that.
So it wasn't really that hard. We basically picked our starting lineup to be Bam now, and the bench were like, hey, these guys could all do well in a couple of years.
I like that strat. Then we got Matt, worst manager, set the worst lineup, only scored 68% of their perfect possible lineup. That's not good. It's not good, Matt. You gotta get your right guys and get the right guys in your.
I'm so glad that I would have loved if that happened to Jason, but I'm very happy it happened to Matt. Second best person for that.
I would have loved if it happened to Jason. Fuck you, Jason. Why couldn't you have set a worse lineup?
Jason's fucking. I'm hashtag team Jason. Let's go.
Well, now in my opinion, he has to beat everyone else. So at least, like, if Jason wins the league, I could say, oh, well, at least I lost to the league winner. So, like, I'm actually now hashtag team Jason as well.
No, boo. We can't have too many. Are you anti-Jason still?
Oh, yeah. Come on. Always anti-Jason.
Good. Fuck Jason. Sorry for the trade, Jason.
Awesome. We've got the biggest blowout, obviously, with such a terrible performance from Matt. You're going to have the other side doing literally anything be the biggest blowout. So let's go TJ for blowing that man.
Imagine getting blown out that badly by TJ.
I just want to acknowledge TJ faced the lowest scorer in 2 leagues this week, because he also faced me in our redraft league, and my team took 4 Lamar shits each.
We had a bad time.
It was awful. I had Rome put up half a point. Caleb Williams put up less than double digits. Jared Goff, I think, put up less than double digits in our league. Christian McCaffrey didn't play, so that was fun. Sam Laporta put up single digits. So yeah, all of my big hitters they died this week.
How are all your other leagues going? How's all your other redrafts, Dynasty, whatever else you're doing?
Great. I went.
I'm having a blast.
I went undefeated this week. Nothing can go wrong right now. I'm on cloud 9, undefeated on the week. I think it's 6-0.
Let's go.
On the week.
Holy shit, 6 teams?
Yeah. I kind of did that thing.
Dude.
Yeah, I did that thing towards the end of, like, when it gets close to the season and everyone's just like, oh, do you want to do, like, a league? And you're like, yeah, I'm down. And then you end up with 6 teams. You're like, how the fuck did this happen?
Yeah, all of a sudden you have $4,000 in fantasy football. You're like, oh my god, how did we get here?
Yeah, I'm at 7, but 4 Dynasty. 1 I don't really pay attention to. One's the Fantasy Footballers Megla Bowl, so it's like a free league, and then 2 redrafts. But I went this was going to be the only league I lost in until fucking Monday Night Football. Jake fucking Moody. I mean, it's my own fault. I forgot that I had the Chiefs defense in, and they played and they got -2 points. I have Murray, Harrison, and McBride, and they all kind of, Murray actually put up a lot of points for me, but Harrison got like 1.4 points. Like, it was terrible. But then Jake fucking Moody puts up 26 fucking points on me. I mean, it's the only league I play in that has a kicker, and I've fought for years to try and get the kicker removed from that league. I've been like, guys, there's no point. Let's just like add another flex. I'll play defense, fine, but like kickers, they ruin the game in my opinion. And this was just the prime example. Week 1, fucking me in the ass. This dude had no chance. He beats me by like 1 or 2 points because of Jake fucking Moody, because goddamn they can't score a goddamn touchdown. They have to just kick a million fucking points. Oh my god, I'm beyond irate.
Bosco, do you want to feel vindicated right now?
Yeah.
So we have a little 8-man league. It's me, Aaron, Dan, and our friend Zach, and my cousin Rob, and our girlfriends and significant others. So Lexi, Bria, and Dan's girlfriend Lizzie are all in there. Zach is perpetually single, so he doesn't have his girlfriend's Robert in this case. But Lexi was in a really close matchup with Dan last night, and guess who fucked her besides me?
Jake Moody. Is it fucking Jake Moody?
Jake Moody.
Jake fucking Moody.
She's mad. She hates him. It was funny. We were watching the game, and Jake Moody hit his first field goal, and she's like, "Yes, let's go." And then she checked her score. She's like, "What the fuck? Why didn't it go? Why did my score go up?" And she's like, "Oh my god, I have a different Jake kicker." She has Jake Elliott.
Bro, if they had scored a touchdown on that last drive instead of kicking the field goal, I win because he only gets 1 point. But he kicked that fucking field goal.
You know what's funny? If they had instead kicked the field goal, or if Jordan Mason scored the touchdown instead of Debo Dickface, I would have beat Potts.
Oh, hey, wait, in this league?
Yep.
Which one am I going?
Well, I guess in that case, let me add Rob here. I like that you got dressed up. You look cute.
I just got back from golf.
How'd you do?
I actually had the round of my life.
Oh.
We'd love to hear that.
On the front 9, I shot a 47, and then we only did 13. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah. That's fucking great.
Yeah, really good for me.
Yeah, I'd take that any day.
All right, welcome, co-manager Rob here.
Oh, guys.
Oh, no claps. Okay, cool. All good.
No, there's nothing to clap about. We lost.
I'll clap for losers.
Oh, that's true. You guys, actually, I forgot you guys did lose. Oof. So yeah, closest matchup here, pre week 1 projections, and then honestly at the end, still very, very close. As you were saying, Debo, he was playing chess not checkers. Was he not the one who got the interference?
Yeah.
Or the call?
I'll start this off. First of all, Rob, we were sad yesterday because we were watching the Jets play football against the 49ers, and it was just not fun to watch.
No, it's not a good time.
I'll say the offense was like good. I'm happy about the way that they looked. Rusty, but to be expected. The line held up like crazy well, and I think personally, this is not confirmed, but I think Nick Bosa was playing a little bit light because Aaron Rodgers is of a certain color, but that's just speculation. But just we came into this, and really our pain started with Sunday Night Football and the fact that Puka goes down and Cooper Kupp gets 32 billion touches. Rob, I mean, help me out here. You were here. We were watching the game.
It was painful. I left pretty late, and I was like, all right, it's over. I don't have to deal with this anymore. And then I kept getting notifications that he just kept getting more and more.
It was like, Cooper Kupp catch, Cooper Kupp catch, Cooper Kupp handle, Cooper Kupp catch, Cooper Kupp catch. He went like 14 for 21. It was ridiculous.
Bro, 21 targets. That's insane.
21 targets.
21.
Fucking beast.
Yeah, and here I am. We basically got a battle of the oldies between our receiving cores here. We've got Mike Evans and Devontae Adams versus Deebo Samuel and Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, that's I mean, hey, you gotta be pretty proud of your team still. You guys did things. Taylor, that's tough. He probably could have gave a bit more. Obviously, the Cowboy game got out of hand. CD did his work early on, and then they didn't really need Dak or CD anymore. Really, Ingram just kind of slacked for y'all.
Yeah, I mean, I can't be mad. Like, Joe Mixon did way better than what he was projected.
Bro, Joe Mixon. I'm looking at this. I did not realize 30 fucking carries.
30 carries. He's gonna die by week 6.
No, he's not. He's gonna live, and it's gonna be great.
He's never looked as efficient. It just makes me think that the Bengals are just a terrible team. That was shocking. They lost to New England. That actually blew my mind.
I saw that.
Yeah, I got kicked from an eliminator group on that one.
Bro, I bet everyone fucking did.
I need to take a victory lap, guys. I need to take a victory lap there because I had my pick in a suicide pool as the Bengals, and on Sunday morning I went in and I said, you know what? I got a funny feeling about this. I changed it to Seattle to win.
Oh, fuck you.
I fucking took the biggest victory lap. Literally, half the pool got out, and I'm literally on cloud 9. All my fantasy teams won. It's fucking great.
Let's fucking go. Yeah, it's
Rob,
not.
Rob, you have anything here? You want to talk about what we did well, what we didn't do well?
And I don't know if you guys touched upon it before, but the 100% correct starting thing, I like that. I thought that was cool. I know our bench isn't great, but that number looked nice to me.
Hey,
I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty cool.
You could have put damn, Sutton had 12 targets. Holy shit. I mean, yeah, you definitely could have put Sutton in. You could have maybe put Isovas, whatever the fuck, Yoshi, that motherfucker in. Yeah,
Andre Iosivas. Don't disrespect my bench guys.
I remember Singletary was kind of the question mark. Do you play him? Do you put someone else in there? And you guys stuck with Singletary. It was the right decision. Unfortunately, it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna continue being the best managers in the league, we'll get some wins. But it was just so disappointing, especially knowing that Debo's penalty, his stupid little holding penalty or blocking the back penalty that took away Jordan Mason's touchdown, caused him to score Louis' winning touchdown in this matchup.
Yeah, That's right.
That was really frustrating to me.
Louis was on the comms there.
Yeah. Oh, I phoned it into Debo. I said, look, I need a very specific situation to happen. Well, first of all, I was super pumped Monday when I got home from work, saw CMC was out because I was like, oh, Debo's going to get fed in the running game now.
Yeah,
and
also
lo and
that.
Behold, rushing touchdown wins me my week pretty much. I think overall, DeAndre Swift definitely really concerning there. That was not pretty at all, but neither was the Bears offense as a whole. So I guess we'll see what happens next week.
They're going to get better. They're definitely going to get better.
Yeah, I hope so. I have 3 Bears on my team. That would be quite unfortunate if they weren't good.
You do have 3 Bears on your team.
Yeah, didn't happen on purpose. Definitely did not mean for that to happen, but it happened anyway. Like I said, Debo, clutch Monday night. Cooper Kupp, though, is probably the MVP of the week for my team, honestly, 21 targets. Like if
I'm surprised that you just said Cooper Kupp is your MVP. There's one guy that I would have thought for sure you were gonna jerk until you're covered in cum.
Yeah, we know who the real MVP for you is. Your team, sure. Cooper Kupp, he scored the most. He went
Go
ham.
ahead, Potts. Just go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Cooper Kupp might have scored the most points, but like the MVP in my heart, the glue guy on the team, the guy who came through right off the bat, Xavier Worthy. I'm going to victory lap that week 1 because this totally won't blow up in my face. But he's the real deal. He's going to score like 20 points a week for the rest of the season. I cannot wait. I mean, he was an absolute beast at Texas. He's going to win me a championship year 1, hands down. And that's my Xavier Worthy rant, so thank you for listening.
Week 1 overreactions, anybody?
Oh, he vultured my fucking Pacheco touchdown. I mean, I did look into it. Apparently, it was a couple like broken coverages. But when you're that fast, like you're gonna break some coverages.
His first touchdown he just looked like he was floating compared to everybody else. He was so fast.
He's a fast motherfucker. So hey, good call on that.
Just as fast as he did in college. I'm a Texas Longhorns fan, and I watched him play for 3
Oh, you
years.
are? You're a Longhorns fan, really?
Yeah,
that's
dude.
crazy, Potts.
Yeah.
I was so not able to tell.
Yeah. Listen, I want Quinn Ewers on my Giants next year. That's no secret either. But yeah, Xavier Worthy was just a beast in college. He's such a good route runner, and he's so fucking fast. As long as he doesn't get like hit really, really, really hard, I think he'll be fucking fantastic this year. All around, great performance from my team. Just a win's a win. Some people shit the bed, but that's all right in a win. Looking forward to next week for sure.
So next week you are playing. Let's see who you got next week. You've got Cheech. You've got a tough matchup next week. I think we agree Cheech has a pretty solid team. You're going up against Richardson, Kamara, Montgomery, Laporta, Purdy. I mean, it's Brian. I fucking love Brian Thomas, man. I'm gonna trade for Brian Thomas. Cheech, you heard it here first. I'm gonna offer you something for Brian Thomas. I want that motherfucker.
It's not going to happen.
Give him to me.
Not going to happen. Me and Rob have some. We have some changes to make. There's some trades in the works. Rob, you got anything to say about our team here?
Yeah, no, I think you got it. I mean, we're gonna obviously make some moves. I think we have some pretty obvious holes. Especially with
I mean, it doesn't help that our number 2 draft pick got injured. That's certainly a downer.
Oh yeah, that's a tough one. We didn't talk about that. Jordan Love going to be out for 3 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, not thrilled. Rob, I don't know how you feel.
I've been happier.
No backup quarterback there either. That's going to be tough moving forward.
I got Jacoby Brissett. I got some Brissett on my bench, man. Call me.
We've got some offers for other quarterbacks here right now. So we'll make something happen. We'll see what we do, or you'll all see what we do rather. But I think it's time to. Unless Rob, do you have any last parting words you want to say before we let Potts go on his uninterrupted rant?
Yeah. I was a little too high on Sanders. I'll admit that I probably shouldn't have been high on anyone on Carolina.
Yeah, that's fair.
They were a little underwhelming. I'll say in my other Dynasty league, I was in between Will Levis and Bryce Young for my second Superflex slot, and both were wrong. So, not thrilled about the Panthers right now.
Yeah. I said last week I actually really like Will Levis. I think there are better days ahead for him and the Titans. He's still pretty fresh. He made some very clear rookie mistakes. There's that picture of him throwing the pick and then just on the ground on his knees, like, no. That's the funniest fucking
in his hair,
bro. It's the funniest fucking picture, dude. Bryce Young's fucking. It's not looking good. It is not looking good. All right.
Yeah, he's pretty bad.
He's pretty bad. All right, Potts. I'm gonna make you full screen here, and
all right. Let me know when I'm good. I'm gonna talk right at Mikey.
The floor is yours.
I'm not even gonna address you. All right, Mikey. Look. I just took care of you this past week in our redraft league. Same result's going to happen this week. You spent the entire time at the redraft party just chirping me, and then you come out, get your ass kicked. I don't hear a word from you after the game, really, about our matchup. But you know what? That's all right. I'm just going to do the same thing again this week. And then I'm just going to turn my attention quickly because I know I only have 30 seconds. I'm so fucking mad as a Giants fan, guys. What the fuck is this dumpster fire? The season's over after one game. This is what it's like to be a Jets fan, probably. I don't know how you guys do this. This is fucking ridiculous. He's so bad, and we gave him so much money. I'm already on to the draft. I'm already looking at mock drafts. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, I've never felt so defeated. Even last year didn't feel as bad as this year. And I think that's 30 seconds, but yeah.
Bro, if we can...
That was good. Oh my, wow. That was, dude, I love that. That was awesome.
If we can just...
Take notes, everybody. That's how you fucking read. Way to go, that one?
Nah, Potts is always off the dome. But
I didn't even...
That was...
Yeah, that was just off the cuff. I just made that up as I went.
That was awesome.
That
was like... I couldn't have asked for anything better for the first one. That was great.
I gotta chime in as a Giants fan. It is real bad. I can only hope that we continue to lose, so we do actually get a good draft pick. Because Giants going giant, we're gonna end up the season like with 5 wins and at pick like 12. Like,
no, you're not.
No, trust me, we'll still beat the Commanders twice somehow.
Yeah.
We'll find a way to fucking win the Carolina game, and we'll play our way out of the top.
Yeah, you'll beat Carolina.
Bosco, quick question for you before we move on. As a Giants fan, what quarterback do you want out of the draft this upcoming year?
Oh, I don't know college football like that. I don't know who's where and what's what. But a good one. I would like to get a good one.
You say Quinn Ewers.
I have no clue who that. I have no clue who that is. The only
if you have been paying attention to Potts at all for the last X amount of episodes that we've done, he's a Texas fan. I don't know if you knew that. Quinn Ewers is the Texas quarterback.
Well, you're a Texas Longhorn fan?
Yeah, dude. I didn't tell you.
No, I have the only quarterback that I know of is Sanders, I guess.
Shadur?
Yeah.
Shadoofus?
But I don't really pay attention to college ball until it comes to our rookie draft time. Then I do my deep dives and everything like that. But hopefully we can get a quarterback. Hopefully we can just get a fucking quarterback. That would be cool.
I'll ask you that question in a couple months then.
Yeah. Can we even get off of Daniel Jones?
It's so nice having a good quarterback on your team. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, we can get out of the Jones contract pretty much after they built an out into it after 2 years for this exact reason.
Yeah.
So we have an out this year, but they're totally going to give him the Russell Wilson treatment in Denver at the end of the season and just bench his ass. Probably about like 8 to 10 games in.
Does Brian Daboll make it through to next season?
No.
Yeah, I think he does.
No, I don't think so.
I believed in the Daboll diff until they paid Daniel Jones.
It's not his fault, but you got to clean house after that.
I disagree. I think they need to keep continuity they need to let them draft a quarterback. Blow it up again in 3 years completely.
I would love to keep Daboll. I do believe in the guy. I hope that Daniel Jones doesn't lose him a job.
Yeah, that would be a tragedy. This guy was the coach of the year 2 years ago.
Yeah, type shit. Rob, you're a Jets fan?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he came over yesterday to watch the game.
Yeah, I will say with the Giants, though, the one thing I did notice from the Giants game, Neighbors looked really good. Not that he has anyone to throw it to him, but the routes look clean.
He's going to lose his fucking mind by 6.
Yeah,
I don't know if
we're getting trade talks.
But Rob is actually just Steve Smith's clone. He basically, all of his opinions on any wide receiver are equivalent to Steve Smith's. So
I go down the list with draft time, and he posts his YouTube video once a year, like a month before draft time, and he ranks his top like 15 guys. That's the order I take.
I love it.
I tweak it a little bit depending on who they actually get drafted to, but it's very similar.
Hey, well, it's not bad to follow the professionals. Sometimes they're just talking out their ass. Sometimes they know what they're talking about. Talk about talking out your ass and professionals. And Tom Brady, did you guys catch his first broadcast? I didn't really get it, but I saw a lot of hate.
He was fine. Like, he wasn't the most comfortable in the booth, but like, who would be day one? Like,
Greg Olsen.
He was fine. He's gonna be better than what Greg Olsen is. I think Greg Olsen's incredible, by the way.
Bro, Greg Olsen should go in the Hall of Fame for his broadcasting. It is a disgrace for what they did to him. That man was literally calling every single play. He was too good. That was the issue. He was too good, and people started thinking, like, does this man have the script? Like,
No. The issue is that Greg Olsen is a tight end that played for 11 years on the Carolina Panthers and on, I think, the Bears.
I
And
think he was
Tom
on the
Brady
Bears.
is the greatest player to ever live. So Tom Brady's a bigger draw. You go to a regular person, any wife, girlfriend who is watching football because her husband or boyfriend is making her, and she's going to be way happier to see handsome Tom Brady on her screen than, clearly played in the NFL for 11 years, Greg Olsen.
Well, they should have done Brady and Olsen. Like, again, Olsen was just so good, man. It's a shame. Did you guys watch the Manning cast when you were watching the game?
No, because we were fans of the team, and so we wanted to watch the actual game and not Peyton's big face and Eli's dumb face.
They had Adam Sandler on, though, and he's a big Jets fan. That was a good time.
Adam Sandler is a Jew.
So
obviously he's a Jets fan.
Okay, that could have gone a lot of different ways. I'm glad that's the way it went. Adam Sandler's a Jew. Why would I watch?
For what it's worth, me and Rob also Jews, also Jets fans.
That's fair. L'chaim.
To life, baby. All right, thank you, Rob.
Thank you, Rob, for coming on. Nice
to
see your face. Get to meet you finally.
Thanks,
everyone else in the league, I don't know if they know you. This is Rob.
Jake's cousin.
He is, in fact, in the league.
Rob, and?
Butt buddies? What?
Man, dude.
What?
You were my best man. That's something you gotta wear proudly.
Oh, there you go.
That's true. Was best man and way more handsome cousin. Forgot to add that one in.
Way more handsome, way better dressed, way better at golf. Just absolutely superior. The puppet master behind the puppet.
Damn right.
All right. Why don't we get into next week? Thank you, Rob.
Thanks,
Appreciate
guys.
you joining.
Thank you, Rob. Peace out.
See you, Rob.
All right. Into next week. Let's take a look at the matchups.
So let's keep those predictions going, Bosco. So this is now a reminder. This is for real, guys. I know I showed out in week 1, but I am not taking credit for my amazing week, okay? I just want that clear. This is not – we didn't plan it this way. If I was biased towards myself, I would have said, yeah, let's count week 1. But I'm not going to. I'm fair.
He's fair. Well, first off, I was going to say we'll start with the layups of, whoever's playing Mo and whoever's playing Roheen.
Oh, wait. Not so fast here. Mo is favored.
And then I was like, shit, wait, you're missing a quarterback, and Mo's actually favored in his matchup. So let's start with this one.
Okay.
With
we're talking Mo and Matt right now.
Mo and Matt, yeah. This is going to be it's going to be interesting. Mo's favored here. I guess when you have Diggs went off, did not expect that. You got Jacobs, who with Love out, he's bound to just see even more work. Hopefully, Kittle and McBride comes back. Hopefully Waddle's healthy still. Amon-Ra St. Brown gets a bigger, they actually have to throw the ball in this next game. He's favored, and he's got Stafford on his bench right now for Watson. And he does have Watson. He's got a lot of Packers. You got to get one of those guys out there. Throw Stafford in. Maybe both of those guys out there. Throw someone else in. Not sure who.
Breathe, I think.
I'm looking at this lineup. I don't like Matt's team.
Yeah, I was just scrolling through it and trying to find out who was hurt, and then no one was hurt.
Yeah,
Matt was hurt.
Starting Khalil Herbert.
Puka's hurt. Sorry.
Does he have Puka?
He had Puka, yeah.
Yeah, Puka's on his bench. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
that makes more sense.
Matt's
why is Khalil
starting
Herbert running back 2 minutes?
Khalil Herbert.
Yeah, he does not have a running back too.
Why?
Yeah, I think this is the toilet bowl. I think this is the toilet bowl of the week.
Matt's going to plug in Mason as his RB2.
Oh, he has Mason?
Oh, well then, okay. Yeah, then he's fine. Yeah, I think I'm going to take Matt in this one, personally.
You're taking Matt. I'm going Mo. I actually think
Jordan Mason's going to have a million carries for 2 million points.
That's not going to be enough, I don't think. I think Christian Kirk is, he's only playing in 3 wide receiver sets. I don't know if Rashid Shaheed can do it again. Hopefully Kincaid has.
Oh, they're actually playing Dallas?
Yeah. It's Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Kincaid is going to have a big game. I also think Jaden Daniels might score 100 points.
Jaden Daniels, a great pick by him against the Giants. Yeah, we'll see about that one again. We do have the Washington's number, so we could just shut that down if we don't have to worry about him throwing the ball at all, really.
I think he's going to start Jordan Mason. I don't think Christian McCaffrey's playing this week.
Nope.
If he plugs in Jordan Mason, I think Eckler is going to do nothing again. I think it's going to be largely Brian Robinson because Eckler is clearly only in for passing downs, and I don't think the Giants are ever going to lead a game in the NFL until they play the Panthers. So, yeah, I'm going to go Matt. I'm taking Matt.
I'm taking Mo. Potts, what about you?
Yeah, I'm going to go Matt here. One of my biggest observations here is that Mo has too many Packers. Josh Jacobs is going to face, like, the most stacked box any player has ever faced because Malik Willis doesn't know how to throw a football.
Yep.
And since Malik Willis doesn't know how to throw a football, Romeo Doubs and Watson aren't going to do anything.
Even if he plugs in Stafford for one of them, he's supposed to play the other one. So
yeah, I mean, he's
got basically two zeros, and I think Diggs also is not gonna do the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have that many air yards. They were right on the goal line, and they threw it to him a couple of times. Like, yeah, I think he's gonna be kind of touchdown dependent this year, and I think it's just going to be you're not going to get all three of those Texans receivers every week. You know, you're probably going to get one or two of them max. And then on Matt's side, I like Daniels.
Going to be due.
Yeah, I like Kincaid. I like Daniels. Mahomes is going to be solid. He's probably going to be the best quarterback. He's going to have the two best quarterbacks, and usually that leads to a win. I think that's kind of how I'm going to make my decision. Matt's going to win.
Yeah, we do have the Diggs versus Dell matchup, so we'll see if one of them can, heavily outscore the other. That'll be a big decision there. I'm going Mo though. I think Matt's team is just
sick when you're wrong.
Gonna underperform again. I think it's just gonna be rough sledding. Even if his quarterbacks put up 50 points when the rest of his whole team puts up 40, I don't think 90 points is gonna be enough to beat Mo here.
All right, next game. Who we got?
I'm going to go straight to your matchup because you've got, again, usually this is, free game here against Rohin. Rohin, am I saying that right?
Yeah, Rowan.
Rowan, gotcha. I've said it like 50 different times over the last couple of weeks.
Row in your boat.
Row in your boat. Oh, okay.
You just call him Raw Dog.
Raw Dog Rowan.
Raw Dog Rowan.
Rowan right into you. I mean, normally I would say easy dub for you, right? But... it could be.
You should probably say it regardless.
It could be tough. I mean, he's got if Andrew needs another week to get if Vegas can't lock down Andrew, likely could have another big game. JMO showed out this week. You got Rashee Rice. Fields against Denver. That's a lot more of a favorable matchup for him to run a couple touchdowns in, or at least get some rushing yards. I'm sure Marvin Harrison's going to be a squeaky wheel, and he's going to get his grease. I think it's going to be a lot closer than we're thinking, honestly.
Well, so I would like to point out that if A-Chain's not available, that does put this a little bit in more doubt. However, I'm supremely confident because Dak Prescott's going to show out and ball out because he didn't show out and ball out this week, which means CeeDee Lamb's going to ball out. Also, Jonathan Taylor is going to get the ball 35 times. Because Green Bay is not going to be able to do anything on offense. Devontae Adams is going to throw a fit in practice, and so he's going to get fed the ball 13 targets. Mike Evans is going to be in a game that's going to end up being a shootout in Detroit, so he's going to get the ball downfield no less than 5 times. Evan Ingram is going to get 7 targets, and he's going to catch 4 of them. That's going to be 1.5 points per catch. I don't think he's going to get that many yards, maybe like 35 yards. Joe Mixon is going to have a frenzy of time. He was involved in the passing game, and he was getting fed that steady diet of down the middle. And I like Chicago's defense, but I think Chicago's going to play a little bit better this week. So I think it's going to have to be back and forth. They're going to have to rely on the run, kind of burn some clock, and that's Joe Mixon. Devin Singletary is worthless. I'll just say that right now. Any Giant, worthless if they're not named Malik Neighbors. And
hey, Wandale actually... Going back to the last matchup, he does have Wandale on the bench. I'd probably slot in Wandale over one of those Packers wide receivers as well. Because man had 12 targets.
Hey, buddy.
He's going to get catches a game for 20 yards.
Yeah.
We talking about this matchup or the other matchup?
Wait, you talk shit on the Giants. I gotta come in a little bit.
Yeah, listen.
Yeah, and I'll talk shit about you next time. I think I wiped the floor with Rowan, and I think me and Rob get righted on this week. 1-1, baby, 1-1.
I agree. I think Jake and Rob are gonna win this week. That Dak CD stack home opener. Jerry just paid both of his top 2 guys, so I think they're gonna go out there, put on a show against an inferior opponent. As an A-Chan owner and in another couple other leagues. Really hope he plays Thursday. That would throw a big wrench into your plans, Jake. But
Disagree. I've got Andre Iosivas.
Okay. Okay. And yeah, I mean, your two running backs are going to do a whole bunch better than Rowan's. I really am concerned that Kyler Murray just like didn't see Marvin Harrison against Buffalo. I guess they're playing the Rams this week, so we'll see. But division matchup, I expect him to kind of dud again this week. I don't like London against Philly. I just think, overall Jake has better matchups this week. I think he's got a better team overall, and I think it's just going to be Jake, and it's not going to be particularly close.
Yeah, end of the day, I am still going Jake. I'm not feeling Caleb Williams yet. These running backs are pretty ass. I agree. Fucking Atlanta is concerning for those pass catchers, and he's got Pitts and London against Philly. Philly's going to bring the pressure. Kirk Cousins is not 100% at all. So yeah, I think it definitely could end up being a little closer if Jake's team does underperform. If you miss Achane, if you don't get a second quarterback, and just a few of your players kind of. I mean, I think Mixon, that's a tough matchup. Evans, that's a tough matchup. Adams, that's a tough matchup. Like,
disagree.
I just think I could definitely see it going the wrong way for your team more than I could see it going the right way.
You see underneath? You see underneath my prediction? You see underneath my team name how it says 100% average accuracy of start sit?
Yeah, I also saw your bench with like 18 zeros on it. So just because you get 100% of your best lineup doesn't mean your players.
Playing chess, not checkers, brother.
Just because it says you have 100% accuracy in your lineup doesn't mean your players are out projecting, right? You're not the overachiever here.
Question mark. That's a question. Did you win last week?
Did you win last week?
Did you play 100% of the correct players?
I actually got pretty close. I don't think there was really much I could have done on my team.
Did you get 100% or pretty close to it?
Pretty close. Did your
neither of you guys won last week?
Yeah. We're two pieces of shit talking about how much better it is to be shit than piss, and it's not good to be either.
Yeah.
Hey, Bosco.
Louis, you actually.
Hey, Bosco, you know what the B in Bosco stands for?
The best ever? Yeah, best ever. That's what it means. Louis, actually, you were the overachiever. Your team outscored their projections more than anyone else's. So what
is that? Us going to Louis' game?
Yeah, let's go.
I guess we kind of got Louis' game a little bit.
Well, we gotta get the predictions in here. We're gonna actually look at it. So, what did you do to pump your players up so well? And are you going to be able to do it again against the Big Cheech here? Big Cheech, Little Cheech.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think of myself as a motivator, as a coach. Listen, I got my guys motivated. I called up Deshaun Watson, found out where down in Houston he got his little rub and tugs, and treated my team.
Oh my god!
Listen,
Jesus Christ.
He treats his players right.
Listen, you come to my team, you get treated right. We're about winning here. That's about it. And yeah, I mean, that's how I get my team motivated, and they go out, they outperform expectations, and that's what we're going to keep doing this week, I think, even though we're favored somehow, which is kind of weird, but I'll take it. Yeah, I'd love to hear what you guys think, like, unbiasedly, though.
Yeah, I'm looking at the matchup here. Your only real weak link is like Swift, and maybe more if Caleb Williams can't do a little bit more on offense. Obviously, we both, me and Jake, had our concerns about Schultz being very touchdown dependent. And it just looks like you got 4 real good playmakers on that team, and Schultz ain't one of them. So that's really the only other concern there. But I think you should be able to get this one pretty handedly. He's definitely got some upside. Richardson could go off. Kamara is gonna have a tough matchup, but he's gonna do Kamara things. If the Lions stay as high T as they've been this first week, Montgomery could end up with a touchdown or 2. Hopefully, Neighbors sees a little bit more. Pittman, I love Pittman, but it looks like the plan for the Colts is just throw bombs. That middle of the field not really being utilized all that much, and that's where Pittman's kind of been living. So I'm gonna have to give it to you here for going 2-0.
I think I'm also going to take Potts here for the sole reason that I don't think McCaffrey thing. So I think you have 2 Cooper Kupps on your team.
Yeah, that's fair. Debo also probably going to have a big game against Minnesota.
Yeah, I think he's going to commit more penalties to prevent Jordan Mason from getting touchdowns, and then both of them.
They're going to have, and Atlanta's going to have to lean on Bijan for a bit more.
Yeah, I'm going Potts.
Easy
we
choice
got three
there.
Pottses.
3 Pots. 3 Jakes, 3 Pots. We'll swing it over to, so let's go over to Max and TJ. 2 1-1 teams here. Currently, Max projected to win. You know, if Mostert's out, let's see, does he have someone to really fill in? You got Javonte. Javonte's concerning, though. Yeah, it's not looking great.
I mean, he has Kyron, and then he has other wide receivers. So
yeah, I mean, he could just move Kyron into his running back.
Yeah,
and then play
he's
what?
He's got
really Michael Wilson, bro. My friend
Benson, not bro.
Oh my god, what is this kid's bench?
Yeah, it's not great, but yo, my friend, call of the week,
Wilson,
bet on a what's it called? Michael Wilson, first touchdown scorer in that game.
Whoa.
Fucking, I was like, bro, you're out of your mind. Fucking got it.
What was the payout?
It fucking hit. Well, he didn't end up winning because he also took Anthony Richardson first touchdown scorer, and that didn't go well.
Fucking moron. What a fucking idiot.
I mean, I don't think it's too off to say Anthony Richardson runs in the first touchdown there. But I was like,
extremely off.
Why wouldn't you just take Michael Wilson straight up? It's such the odds must have been nuts on that.
Yeah, it was. We were losing our minds. That shit happened. I was like, "What the fuck, bro?" I was like, "At least you always have that. He'll always have that. He made that fucking call. Ridiculousness." But yeah, I am definitely go for it.
Oh, this is a tough one. I think this really boils down to like 2-3 players on each side. If I took the top 4 that I'm seeing on TJ's side versus the top 4 on Max's side, I'm going Burrow, Hall, Gibbs, and Tyreek against Stroud, Kyron, Garrett, and Nico Collins. I think those 4 top guys I don't think they're necessarily evenly matched, but I think they're close enough that they'll like cancel each other out. So when I look at the rest of their teams, I believe Max's players better than I like supplementary guys than I believe in PJ's supplementary guys for this week. Specifically, Olave is going to get blanked. Darnold is going to get blanked. And I think Jaden Reed is practically worthless without Jordan Love. So I think everything from Max's side has a little bit more going for him. And TJ's side is either affected by tough matchups or injuries. So I'm going Max.
Yeah, I'm going Max here. I think, TJ outside of Wilson and Kyron and Stroud, I don't see a whole lot I love this week. I think Jade, I disagree with you on Reed, Jake. I think he's the only receiver that I'd consider playing just because they manufacture touches.
Who's going to get him the ball?
They manufacture touches for him.
Exactly.
Who's going to get him the ball? Malik Willis can't do anything.
He's going to get some rushes, runarounds, jet sweeps. Like, they're going to get him the ball, and he's going to make something happen.
Wide receiver screens, they're going to force him the ball, and he can make something happen. I don't mind him as like a third receiver or a flex, but yeah, I think Max's team all around is just better than TJ's.
Got a little bit of a higher floor.
Win. Yeah, I think it's just a safer team that's gonna just beat out TJ this week with some tough matchups on his side.
Yeah, we've been saying it since the draft. Max is a superpower here with just his running backs: Hall, Gibbs, Connor, Henry. That's an insane 4, and then you got Hill, who's liable to fucking go off any day. I'm concerned about Burrow and all the Bengals. I think he could stink. And obviously, like I said, I'm concerned about Cousins. But I think with those 4 running backs and Hill, you're pretty much out capping anything that's could happen on.
Dude, Burrow's gonna be fine. He's going into Burrowhead. Going into Burrowhead, bro.
We'll see.
I think he didn't have training camp with his 2 top targets. They're just out of sorts. I think he'll get better as the season goes on, but it might be a slow start for him.
I'm less concerned about Burrow himself and more just the Bengals looked bad.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like on all fronts. Like Zach Moss is not Joe Mixon, right? He does not present the same threat. And if for some reason Higgins is still out, like it's just concerning against the Chiefs, who do have a good defense. Yeah. But yeah, we're all Max here, pretty unanimously.
We going over to Bosco and Tron?
Yep.
Or is it just Aaron? Yeah, Yeah, I think it's just Aaron, no Tyler.
Just Aaron.
Potts, you're out of shot. You're out of frame. Potts, you're out of frame.
You guys are frozen on my screen.
You guys are both good here.
We're going to Bosco.
So, yeah, me and Aaron. You know what? I gotta say, after my first week, I got some real concerns for my team, but I am not concerned about beating Aaron. Obviously, Barkley and Josh Allen are scary. Ayuk week 2, second week back with the team, going up against Minnesota, a little concerning. But I don't think Derek Carr has the same game he had last week. I think Dallas is going to shut him down. I think Kels could go either way. I mean, obviously, he got a little shut down.
Did you say Kels?
Yeah, it was Kelsey. Whatever, Kelsey.
Jesus, Bosco.
Ladd, I am a little worried about Ladd. Again, just the Carolina matchup. That's easy money. But I don't see the rest of his team being able to really do much. Shakir could get a bomb touchdown, but that leads into just the Josh Allen being Josh Allen. Those are the concerns. My concern for my players, obviously, they need to step the fuck up. I think if I lose this week, it's not because his players did well. It's because my players, again, did very poorly. But just looking at my, I kind of like how he did that with the last team, looking at my top 4 compared to his top 4, Pacheco, Cook, Brown, Jackson, I think pretty comparable to his top 4, which would be Ayuk, Kels, Barkley, and Allen. And if DK can they're playing New England, if they can just get a little bit going there, if what's his name, Richardson can connect with Mitchell on one of those passes, if Mark Andrews can get a little more active, Goff actually have to throw the ball in that game, I think I'm going to be pretty fine here.
Potts?
Yeah, I think, what it boils down to at the end of the day, I'm just looking at it. Aaron's missing McCaffrey this week, probably. That's too big of a loss to overcome in my mind. I don't think he's going to win this week. I definitely agree with you, Bosco. I think if you lose, it's because your player shit the bed again, just like Lamar Jackson, as Jake would say. So, yeah, I think I'm taking Bosco here.
We getting contrarian, Jake?
Well, you guys went that way. I'm gonna go that way. Josh Allen is gonna go off. It's a divisional matchup. He gets pumped for those games. He's just gonna go off. I think Saquon also is gonna continue his hot streak, and I think I think Aaron has several players that are going to go for multiple scores this week. I think Ayuk's going to have multiple touchdowns. I think Kelsey's going to have multiple touchdowns. I think, ready for this one? McConkey, multiple touchdowns. And if he doesn't, I think Gus Edwards will, and I think Aaron's going to be smart enough to play Gus Edwards.
Who's he playing Gus over?
Maybe Tyler Conklin. But Barkley's for multiple touchdowns, and I think Allen's going to have 2 rushing, 2 passing. He's going to have a killer day. On your side, Bosco, Lamar shits his pants constantly. Not viable starter. I think Pacheco is good, but I think some of the other something that concerns me on your team is that you put in AD Mitchell. While yes, good player, I like him. Anthony Richardson threw the ball 9 times last game. That's not changing. So I don't like the volume there. And I also think DK is going to get the shadow of Christian Gonzalez. I think that's the corner, right, in New England.
Yep. Yeah, the shutdown.
Yeah,
one.
And he's really fucking good. And DK is going to get suspended. Jaylen Warren did nothing and will continue to do nothing. He's still coming back from a hammy injury, and the Jets defense won't be that bad again. So Ty Spears and DeAndre Hopkins on his side are going to cancel out for zeros. But I think Aaron's going to have plus performances compared to I think you're going to continue to see down performances, Bosco. So sorry for being the contrarian, but I'm going Aaron.
No, it's all good. Yeah, I got some decisions to make. Do I want to trust Deontay? I'm not sure. Do I want to throw one of these tight ends in? I'm not sure. So the lineup might change a bit, but overall, I'm not totally against what you're saying here. Like I said, like we all said, if I lose, it's because not necessarily because Aaron's team does super well. It's because my team does very poorly. But I totally agree. Like I said, Allen and Barkley, those are the big concerns for me. If Allen goes off for 4 or 5 touchdowns again and Barkley gets a 3-peat, that's not going to be good. If they put up 60-something points together, that's going to hurt. That's going to be hard to come back from.
I think that's going to happen. So
yeah,
you're fucked.
All right,
but
and then
I think it's time for matchup of the week.
Matchup of the week.
So let's just Dan, Jason, and Dan's co-manager Will. you guys are now part of the match of the week. So you two are going to come on next week's show. We're going to film probably around this time again on Tuesdays. And we're going to let you guys talk out your matchup kind of without our input, get some fresher takes so you guys don't have to hear our stupidity constantly. And whoever wins this matchup, you get sound off, 30-second rant like Potts gave you guys a great example of. So without further ado, Potts, kick us off. Who do you think?
Yeah. So quite simple formula here. Never going to take Jason in this, no matter who he's playing. Going Dan. No explanation needed.
Yeah, I love that. Fuck Jason. Sorry for the stray. All right, Bosco. Let's hear your take.
I'm looking at these teams, and I'm all in on Jason this week. I think you throw fucking Brian Robinson, maybe even J.K. Dobbins in there. And like that's cash money, baby. Like I think Tank Bigsby looked good. He actually looked good. I was surprised at how good he looked. I was kind of in on Tank Bigsby. I took him at the end of a lot of my best ball drafts. And I was victory lapping that. But also Kenneth Walker, he said he's fine if he doesn't play though, or if he's limited. Again, we saw New England actually put up a pretty good defense. A little concerning there. Rashad White, Detroit's defense is great. Concerning there. Justin Jefferson, San Francisco's defense is great concerning there. Terry McLaurin, I got my concerns about Jane Daniels being able to really throw the ball. Ferguson's probably going to be out, so he's going to have to find a new tight end, which he does have Henry and Knox, and I guess he's probably going to throw Kraft in there maybe, but like that's also concerning with
I would go Knox personally.
Malik Willis. Yeah, maybe you just have to go Knox there. Like, again, Chuba Hubbard, not in on any Panther right now. I just think there's a lot of ways for Dan to fail here, and a lot of ways for Jason to succeed.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going Jason. For all the reasons you said, but also Jason has the best player in the NFL, period, in Kadarius Toney on the team. So lock in Jason.
All right. So, hey, looking at this, it's worked out so that each of us have one contrarian take. I've got Mo. You guys
good.
have Matt.
So we can't all be right.
We can't all be right. Yeah, I've got Mo. You guys have Matt. Jake, you have Aaron. Me and Potts have Bosco. And Potts, you have Dan. Me and Jake have Jason. So...
All right. And again, Jason, Dan, we're looking forward to having you on next week. Bring your A game this week, boys. And I'm excited for whatever rant is living inside your bodies for next Tuesday.
Danny C. Raymond feed families.
But without further ado, I think we can move on from football here. We're going to introduce maybe some bits here, and we're going to start it off with just a random internet argument. So...
so this will be our discussion because we're going to discuss something that is potentially disgusting, like some ridiculous takes or anything. This week, our discussion debating is kind of just how to get dressed in the morning. What's the right way to get dressed in the morning?
The order in which you put on articles of clothing, assuming you're getting fully dressed in the morning after your shower or washing your face, whatever it is that you get ready.
Yeah.
Potts, kick us off.
Yeah, so it entirely depends on if it's a work day or a weekend.
Let's just assume a day that you're going to be dressed with the most clothing.
Okay, so we'll say
with the most clothing. Yeah, you're putting fucking sweaters, you're putting jackets, you're putting your scarf and hat.
No. Like if it's a weekend, I'm not expecting Potts. I'm expecting Potts to walk around shirtless, right? But if it's not a weekend, I'm expecting him to put on a shirt. And sometimes people put on shirts before they put on other articles of clothing. I want to know, when does Potts put on the 4 main articles of clothing, being a shirt, pants, underwear, socks?
So during the week when I go into the office, and there's a reason why I do it in this order. So during the week when I'm going to the office, I will put on underwear first, then I will put on my dress shirt, then I will put on my pants, so then it's easier to tuck in said dress shirt, and then I put on my socks and my shoes, and that's what I do during the week. On the weekend, I go underwear, shorts or sweatpants or whatever I'm wearing that day, and then the shirt because I'm not tucking in my shirt. But
that's valid. During the week, that's definitely valid.
I tuck in my shirt, so I go shirt first.
Okay. Now, you guys are not going to like what I have to say. It's definitely going to be controversial. This is every single time I get dressed. This is the order it goes in. And even if I'm tucking in or not tucking in. Underwear first, that's a given. But then I put my socks on. Why, you ask?
You're a fucking serial killer.
Because my feet caught on the little cuffs of my pants. So I don't want to do that and stretch out my pants. So I put on my socks so they glide through the leg hole. Okay? They glide through the leg hole. What do you guys do? You trip and fall and hit your heads and get concussed and die. I glide through the leg holes. So I put on my socks, then I put on my pants, and I put my pants right. I'm going to give you guys a visual. They're right here. They're right here, right? I kick out my legs and I go right here. So that way I'm holding up my pants while I put on my shirt. And then I take my pants from above my knees so I don't have to bend all the way down to put on my pants, not hurting my back. Longevity, use your brains, idiots. And then I tuck in from the knees up.
Oh, so you give a little half pant pull. You kind of go like undies, socks, pant, shirt, pant.
Louis, you get that stupid fucking face off of your face right now. All right.
So actually, I had a question. Do you guys, even on the weekend, do you put socks on when you're just chilling at home?
No. I walk around barefoot.
I do because I work out in the mornings on weekends. So
when you get home from your workout, when you get out the shower, do you put a new pair of socks back on then?
No, not usually. I used to actually have to because Moo, when he was a kitten, would attack my feet. But he's afraid of socks, or he was afraid of socks, or I guess he was uninterested in not being able to see my individual toes. So I don't know what that thumbs up is, but yeah, he used to attack my feet, so I used to have to put on socks.
Potts, you're a barefoot at home guy?
Yeah, when I'm at home, I'm barefoot. I gotta let the dogs breathe all the time when I'm at home. No socks.
Feel that.
This is for Aaron. This is for Aaron, by the way. This is for Aaron. Aaron, look at my feet.
Bro, no feet, no free feet. No free feet. We need some subscribers before we get those dogs out there. I wear these beat ass Barcelona slippers that I got back in fucking like high school, and they're quite stinky, so I gotta wear socks. Also, I don't know. I'm a socks at home guy usually. So the way I get dressed.
God, Bosco.
I'm a socks at home. It's crazy. When I was a kid.
I'm so glad.
You sleep with socks on?
Absolutely not. You can't sleep with socks on.
I picked against you.
Okay.
Bosco, did I pick against you?
You picked against me. Yeah.
I'm so glad. You're a fucking socks at home guy. Ugh.
I am a socks at home guy. Also, for some reason.
Bosco, do you have the toe shoes? Do you have the shoes with individual toes? You strike me as a toe shoes kind of guy.
Absolutely not. When I was a kid, though, I used to wear strictly sandals. When it got cold, I'd wear socks with sandals. Like, I did not like wearing closed-toed shoes at all. And I think, like, all those years, I've just regressed fully to the other side. And now I don't really like being barefoot all that much. If I'm not, like, out in the grass, not being barefoot. But also, like, I sweep my floor 2-3 times a week. And there's still just always, like, fucking shit on the floor. Like, if I walk around, my feet get dirty. I don't know how it happens. It drives me fucking insane. I tried to get a Roomba. That shit did not work in my small ass New York apartment.
Dude, I have a shark. You gotta get a shark.
What's a shark?
So I actually have a very good, helpful take for anybody who's interested in buying the automatic vacuums. So I made the mistake of buying an automatic vacuum in the past from non-cleaning companies. Roomba is a tech company that makes vacuums. Shark is a cleaning company that makes high-tech cleaning supplies. So when you're getting a individual or a automatic vac, let's say, you want to prioritize the clean. I don't care about the data that it tells me or that it gives me. I care about the quality of clean. So if that's what you care about and that's what you value, you don't want to get a Roomba. You want to buy it from a company that makes cleaning equipment. They specialize in making proper cleaning equipment, but they've inquired tech into that cleaning equipment. Just food for thought. Shark is a vacuum company. They make cleaning equipment, really sophisticated, really awesome cleaning equipment. We got it like 2 years ago. We got like a $700 model with the automatic emptier.
Oh, nice.
For like $300 on Amazon Prime Day.
Love that.
And it's still going. We have it run 3 days a week. It's incredible. And it's saved us so much from the amount of shedding that the two cats do. It's crazy.
That's actually literally when I got my Roomba was Amazon Prime Day. The issue isn't so much that the Roomba wasn't good. It's that I live in a small ass shitty apartment in Manhattan, and they're just like, it just didn't really work. It was getting stuck under things. Like, it was having a hard time getting over the ledges into like the kitchen in my bedroom and stuff like that.
Did you get one with LiDAR? Did you get a LiDAR one?
LiDAR?
My Shark mapped out LiDAR, like LIDAR. It's radar, but it's a different form of radar detection. So it maps out. It maps. It's able to send out like waves to visualize and create a visual of the space that it's in. So it auto detects and it avoids like boundaries and everything like that.
All right, I'm gonna have to look into this because that would definitely help. Maybe that would push me over to being a barefoot at home type of guy. But to get back to the way that I get dressed: underwear, pants, socks, and then I've got a new tattoo.
You guys are gonna trip.
So I usually you're gonna trip.
I'm telling you, you're gonna trip and fall when you're trying to get a pair of pants on and your foot gets caught in the cuff of your pants. I'm telling you. It's the leading cause of death. It's the leading cause of death in men aged 85 and a half to 85 and
I sit down to put my socks on. How am I tripping?
Oh, well, I didn't know you were 100. I didn't know you were 150 years old. I'm also not talking about when you put your socks on. I'm talking about when you go pant leg.
If anything, you're going to slip with your socks on because you got slippery socks on. You're lifting up and you're leaning over and you're whoop and busting your ass with your slippery ass socks on as you try and put your pants on.
I'm not going to slip. First of all, I have incredible balance. How dare you? Second of all, I'm not going to slip because I glide through. My foot's already on the ground before you even know it's in the air.
Well, also right now I'm unemployed until the end of September, so I really just kind of am. Every day's a weekend. I'd be chilling. If I don't have to go out, I'll be shirtless for a bit. I'll let myself air dry a little bit. So usually it's underwear. Some days when I'm just like fully vibing, it's underwear, socks, and then I just chill. I take a while to put my pants on, and then I gotta what's it called? Moisturize my tattoo. So it's no shirt for a while these days.
Where do you get the tattoo? Where is it?
My back.
Show it to the viewers. Show it to the listeners. Now, me and Potts can't see it obviously because Bosco hates showing his video for us. But I'm sure you guys are all seeing an awesome tattoo that isn't lame at all.
I can't even ask you guys if it's on the fucking. Can't see. So
you can't.
I think that's on the camera. We'll see. I'll get a couple different angles here. Yeah, it's an olive tree tattoo. I had a stick and poke there since my freshman year of like a little
that's cool.
What's it called? It was my my roommate had like arrows on his fingers. And I was like, hey, that'd look cool if you did it like a little offset and just made like a little stick and poke tree on my back. And so ever since I did that, I kind of was cool. Like, I knew I wanted to get it turned into a actual tree. I've always liked olive trees. I think they look really cool. I like what they symbolize and stuff. So it was just a matter of time and figured now was the time to do it. So I got it done like a month ago now or so. I'm super happy with it. The first fucking, the first picture he sent me it looked like a bouquet of flowers. It was not good. And we just, we worked on it a little bit. He was super cool about it, redoing the design and everything. And we got to a really good place. So I'm hyped about that. But yeah, I'm underwear, cool, pants or underwear socks if I'm really vibing and not putting pants on for a bit. And then shirt last.
I have a very, very serious question for you guys.
Yeah.
How often comfortable do you feel going commando? Period.
Never. Unless I just fucked and then I'm just putting
not in public, not necessarily in
shorts
public.
on. The only time I'm not wearing underwear is if I just had sex and then I'm just putting my basketball shorts on after. That's pretty much it. Otherwise, I got undies on.
I mean, if I'm like being a real piece of shit and then I need to do laundry and I'm like, oh, I got some like ratty ass boxers that like I don't want to wear, I'll free ball it in some basketball shorts, do my laundry, and then put on some underwear after. But that's about it, really.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
I was gonna say Jake looks like he's about to say I go commando at least twice a week. Like,
I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
He's like, I'm commando right now.
Yeah.
But often than not, if I'm chilling at home and I know I'm not leaving the house, in fact, sometimes if I'm even going to the store, kind of free balling.
Well, I guess if you start the day, you're chilling and you're not wearing anything, it wouldn't make sense to put on underwear to leave.
So, like, right, Saturday I'll work out from like 8 to 9 a.m. I'll come back. I'll obviously work out in underwear unless I'm wearing the shorts that have the built-in, compression underwear. After I shower, I just kind of throw on a pair of shorts. Might be sweat shorts, might be basketball shorts. Guarantee you there's no undies going on there. And then like sometimes I'll be like, hey Lex, you want me to pick up something from the store because you're not feeling it because you're getting some weird craving? She's like, hell yeah, babe, go do that shit. And I'll be like, okay. And I'll beeline to the store. Still no underwear.
Still no underwear.
I got a small weenie. It doesn't matter.
That shit ain't popping out any legs. That's fine. Yeah.
Nope. I got no imprint. Zero.
No imprint. Do you guys?
That was what attracted Lexi to me from the beginning. She thought she was into women, and so no imprint, perfect for
her. She actually saw you. You had longer hair. She was a little confused.
I had longer hair. I had breasts.
You're really getting your chest days in. Do you guys, when you're wearing both of you guys are from Long Island originally?
No, we're both from Rockland.
Rockland. Gotcha. Okay. So, but there's beaches.
I mean, a majority of us went to high school together.
There's beaches in Rockland, right?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Okay, so you're not big beach people. Okay, well then maybe this is
definitely a beach person still.
Jersey beaches.
Yeah.
We go to Jersey beaches.
Jersey Beach, got you. You guys have pools when you grew up? You have a pool at home?
Yep.
Pots has a pool.
I had a sick pool.
So when you're wearing your swim trunks, yeah, I know like a lot of swim trunks used to have the nets, so you didn't need underwear. But now I feel like swim trunks, at least the ones that I have, they're basically shorts that dry fast. Do you guys wear, if you're going in the pool or you're going to the beach, do you wear underwear with your bathing suit?
I actually wear I wear compression shorts.
Compression shorts, okay.
Like short ones because I get fucking chafing.
That's crazy.
I've gotten chafing my entire life. So I need to wear like underwear of some sort.
Us big guys, I get that.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna
thick thighs, baby.
I'm gonna go the other direction from you guys yet again. Yeah, no, I have the bathing suits. See, all right. I'm gonna give you some context here. So, in a previous life, yeah, I used to wear underwear and I used to wear like the board shorts. But then I started realizing that working out my legs is actually beneficial. So I started doing more and more squats, and I have since really enjoyed leg day. So like when I work out, majority of what I work out is legs at this point.
That's why you got that good balance.
As a result, no, I have a good balance because I've been snowboarding for 21 years. But as a result, my ass has grown, and I've had to go up in pant sizes. And my original bathing suits, they don't fit anymore. My thighs get like I can't put them on. Mm-hmm. So I had to buy bigger, stretchier bathing suits, and they're basically like Chubby's style. And Chubby's and those kinds of styles of bathing suits, they're all made with the liner. So I go classic, stereotypical bathing suit.
Gotcha. Yeah. See, I might actually go to the compression shorts underneath or compression underwear underneath. I like that because I do wear.
That's definitely a good move if you have to fight chafing for sure.
Yeah, and also I never had a pool nearby. Like, you know, if I was going to like when I was younger, I had the netting, so no undies needed. Right. I was going to like the YMCA, like. I'm not going to wear underwear in that. But now if I'm going somewhere, if I'm going swimming, it's like I'm going out to the beach. And I'm not fucking commandoing in. Like, I've got... these things are basically shorts. Like, fucking...
Yeah, Bosco, those look awesome.
No, like, these are just straight up shorts. Like, there ain't
I have no idea what you're showing us.
Oh, yeah, you guys can't see. But you'll see
on the pod. Put that out there. We can't see you.
These are shorts that dry quick. Like, so I'm always wearing underwear with my fucking swim trunks these days. But
yeah,
you know,
you guys have those big dicks. You got to cover your prints.
I don't like, sometimes like when you get out though, then your underwear stays wet so much longer. So I feel like the compression shorts is a good call because those will dry quicker.
I don't have that problem. You
don't got that problem. Also, I'm just like fucking traumatized from one time I heard of this like fish. No, not getting pants. I heard that. No, there's like some fish or something that like swims up your dick in Australia in the water out there. And ever since that, I'm like, yo, there ain't nothing getting anywhere that close. So I need that second layer. Just my own little fucking paranoia, fucking weird
good
shit.
Luck finding it, dumbass fish in Australia.
Yeah, good luck finding my dick. That's why I got the Zohan bush. Just fucking cover that whole thing up. Nothing's even seeing that.
It's the bush.
It's the bush. The bush is the biggest. All right. Well, that'll be it. Let us know what your guys' dressing order is. Do you wear underwear every day, or do you avoid it as much as possible, like Jake, who's got their socks on? Which I guarantee there's one person that puts their socks on before their underwear. I guarantee there's at least one person.
If anybody puts their socks, I've tried it. I've tried it one time. I've tried it. You know what? I swear to God, this is a true story. There was one time where we were getting frisky, we were getting fun and frisky, and I disrobed and I just had my socks on, and I looked down and I was like, I don't really want to anymore. This is awful.
I've definitely had a few socks on for sex, and apparently it makes you come faster. So for all those quick busters out there, take your socks off. Make sure you got cold feet. But
Wait a minute. Wait, hold on.
How'd you figure that out?
I read it somewhere. I don't know.
Bosco, that's just called premature ejaculation, and that's just a medical affliction that you exhibit. It doesn't matter if you have socks on or not.
Do wearing socks make you last? Oh wait, maybe there's no evidence that wearing socks during sex increases the likelihood of having an orgasm. But that's that's AI. I don't know. Let's take a look at let's find a credible source here. Reddit. How many men prefer to keep socks on during sex? What does Reddit say?
There's no who wants to have socks on during sex? Does anybody here have a sex tape?
It's apparently all about circulation. Because it helps your feet, which are the furthest away from your body, stay warm, which allows less blood needing to flow down there, which increases blood to the penile area.
This is like saying I don't even know what this is like saying, but it's wrong.
There's a 30% climax difference when you have socks on during sex.
Bullshit.
Numbers from
30% of 0 is still 0, Bosco.
No, I'm looking at a study here. There was an actual study done on this,
who performed that study? Was it Big Socks?
Let's see, who was
definitely Big Socks.
Definitely Big Socks.
The University of Groningen in Netherlands. This is a universal study. This is
having sex?
You can't touch the Dutch.
You can't touch the Dutch.
That's where clogs, dude. Clogs. Those guys, the guys who have dude, no, come on.
According to a study conducted at the University of Groningen in Netherlands, working with about 13 sexual hetero couples aged 19 to 49, researchers found that when couples were given socks, about 80% were able to achieve orgasm compared to 50% when they lacked the socks. That means either way, there was at least 20 of those couples that did not achieve orgasm either way, which is sad. They probably got some other issues going on there.
How hot were they? What if they were with unattractive ladies?
Maybe, is Netherlands cold? Is it cold out there? Maybe they need the socks.
That's a great point, Potts.
What was that?
I'm saying, what if they're gay? I said, what if they're gay and they're with their beard?
What if they're gay with their beard?
They all look like little boys because they're all Dutch.
Exactly, Jake.
Like little boys.
Chess, not checkers.
Chess, not checkers.
Lesson learned: don't send Jared from Subway.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
They all look like little boys.
It is Jared apparently just a circulation thing. This isn't necessarily just for guys. Apparently, it's for women too. Women, you maybe should keep your girl socks on. Help her come a little bit better too.
I can show you guys my dick. She's never gonna come.
Yeah, that's not it. We don't need that.
Yeah, that's a very good issue.
Yeah, we got to use toys for that one.
Toys are great, man. It saves you so much work.
So much work.
Rude.
Finding out that the magic of a vibrator was such an amazing discovery. I was like, wait, I just get to hold this thing and do like a little bit extra? Like, that's fucking awesome. I was doing so much more before this.
We've gone off the rails.
Our sponsor, we had to get it for
probably sponsored by Hims now.
Yeah, Hims now. Adam and Eve, hit us up. We have sex.
Yeah,
hit
Adam
us up.
Eve. Depot.
Oh, fucking week. All right. With that, we'll close out here. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Super excited for our matchup of the week. See who wins that. Have some more of you guys on here. Let us know how you get dressed.
Hey.
Which one of you are the psycho who puts their socks on first?
It's TJ. I know it's TJ.
You know, I've lived with him for 4 years. Don't even know. I lived with him for 4 years in college. Don't know how he gets dressed, to be honest with you.
It's definitely TJ. I mean, if there's anybody, TJ probably puts on his left sock, then his right hand leg.
Socks first guy.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I don't think it's necessarily odd that you don't know how he gets dressed. That seems like something that I wouldn't figure out living with someone. But
I said
you
that.
guys don't watch your roommates get
yeah, like what?
I said that, and then I was like, yeah, no, that would be normal not to know that. But it is TJ, so
TJ's a door always open, getting dressed, taking a shit. He just never closes his doors.
we shared a freaking dorm room.
That's fair. Actually, then you might have seen him get dressed. That makes sense then.
Give us, if you guys have any other topics of debate that you want us to talk about, or just things that you want us to get into a conversation similar to this one about, let us know before we film or we record on Tuesday next week, and we'll do our best.
We'll do our best. All right, guys. It's the Stray J podcast. I'm Bosco. We got Jake the Tape.
Big episode next
and
week.
Pot's half full. We'll catch you next time. Peace out.
That was good.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
It's gonna be a
I can't
blast
believe
editing
how off
this
the
one
rails
tomorrow.
we got.
We got very off the rails.